Welcome back to the Upbringing. We're going into
Wait a minute, bro. I had the craziest face, bro. Don't do that.
You got the craziest face.
Why is that fucking light on, bro?
You did it.
Damn, it's a Kuro.
Spotlight, big stage, 3,000 fast screaming it away. Bodyguards and limousine.
You know, I would listen to a song from Diddy. And I didn't.
Oh,
Hold on. There was something that he said. I didn't understand until I was watching the video on. I think it was either TikTok or Instagram, and he was like, well, I can't think of the song. He was something about this girl, and he was like, we was like brothers.
Yeah,
And
I see that's trending right now.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay, so since we talking
and
about
we was
music right quick,
wrestling under the covers.
what did J.Cole do to Kendrick Lamar?
Oh, we gonna. I want to talk about that
I don't
too.
know.
What?
I don't
What
know.
did I miss?
I don't know.
No. Kendrick started it.
That's what I'm saying. What did J. Cole do? Because he put a diss track out and then
they truly beefing?
yeah.
So
that's
Kendrick-
what
I
I'm
don't.
saying. Okay, so
Wait a minute.
okay.
Kendrick came out to J. Cole. J. Cole has mad respect for him. He, if I'm not mistaken, he had something to do with him, bringing him into the or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
But so he dissed J. Cole and Drake. J. Cole came back and spoke, but in his diss back to Kendrick, he came at him very respectfully. Cause I mean he still got love for him, and he even said it in the thing. But if you come back at me, it's on. Drake
Man,
came strong as well. I ain't gonna cap.
I was talking to my brother, man, on Friday about this. He called me asking me about it, and I was like, right, I don't know, but he was. I think that what he was telling me was that it's really Kendrick, and it's not really like J. Cole or Drake, but he was really. It was on that. You remember that? Because he played me that song. I think it's Control with Big Sean. Big Sean and it's Big Sean featuring K-Dot, right? And K-Dot gets on there basically saying who he thought was good. And he was like, he said a part of the line was something to the effect of, y'all, like he ain't got no true beef with y'all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So basically trying to say, look, I ain't trying to team up with you, all that other BS. I want to be better than you. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like a competitive beef. It ain't really like no beef,
Oh, but it might start off that way, but I'm saying because J. Cole spoke on there in his days, he was like, I'm not even about that, but if you want to come to me on the mic, I'm gonna bring it back to you.
Yeah. That.
So what do y'all?
But he said that thing very respectfully.
What do y'all think?
Y'all gotta send it to
Oh.
me.
So J. Cole dropped something?
Yes. Diss track.
What?
Yes. On what's today? On Friday.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Bro.
It's called 7-minute drill
oh my
or
God.
something
It
like
is
that.
fire.
Yo,
And
as
it's
soon
like,
as
I'll
this is
delete this
over,
later, something like
I'm
that.
listening
Somebody
to that.
send it to me
as soon
before
as
it's
it's over,
deleted.
I'm
Yeah.
listening to that, man.
And it's on his new album.
Yeah.
J. Cole got a new album?
Yes,
Yeah.
it
A
just
diss
dropped.
track, yeah.
What?
I haven't listened to the whole album yet. I just heard that song.
Well,
Bro, I
Yep,
did.
7-minute
Where I
drill.
been, bro?
Yes.
with me.
Delete.
Yes.
He said, "I'm gonna delete it later."
Might delete,
Might delete it later.
Oh yeah, I
Wow.
gotta. Yeah, Hey, hold off, Jay. I gotta listen to that.
Yeah.
Man, hey, listen, man.
Yeah.
We got a great episode for y'all today, as always, man. Welcome to the Upbringing. This, woo! I can't even do it. Like y'all know Kev on
was-
stage do that. This is and this is. You know what I'm talking about?
No, you by yourself on this one, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Anyway, listen. We got a great. Dom got something he would like to share with you all today, man. And as always, man, it's about uplifting and upbringing, man. Let's get into it.
Today we're going to get into starting a new season about disorders. Specifically, we're going to talk about a disorder that I have. So, like I said before, you guys are having personal questions. The floor is open today. But before we do that, I was listening to a sermon this morning that I seen yesterday, and it spoke to me personally, and I just felt obligated to share it because one, it personally brought me to tears just because like it really hit me personally. It's crazy how God uses other people to speak to you. And you know, in these last 5 years, I was in a relationship with a wonderful woman, right? But there was, I'll just look back at some things that, you know, she would say, like, she would say things to, like, encourage me or, because, uplift me because she saw things that I didn't see in myself. And because I didn't have him in my life, I couldn't see that he was the one that was actually talking to me versus her. But he used her voice to speak to me.
Right.
And actually, the day, like, that her and I split, you know, one of the things that she said was, you know, use this time to find out what your purpose is. And at first it was like, you right, blah, blah, blah. But what I really look at it, I was like, that she would never, like, those specific words were not her words. Though that was him. And like there was a few things that for me that I just learned that I've been learning. It's like, you know, time is more important than money. My past is my past. I gotta let it go.
Right.
And I was just having a conversation with my cousin the other day, and he actually told me that, well, I was just talking, right? And he said that I mentioned my past 7 times, didn't even realize it. And he was like, man, you holding on to this cushion that, you know, that's not even relevant anymore. I'm like, huh. And I just want to put out there, you know, it's sometimes we unconsciously, you know, speak on things or say things that consciously or subconsciously keep us in a bubble. And we don't even realize it sometimes. We have to realize, you know, everything that we speak on, you know, shows in whatever and everything that we do. And well, the title of that sermon that I listened to was Fresh Cut. And one of the points that I like to say, sometimes you have to let God give you a fresh cut so that you can embrace the image that He has, that He sees for you. You know, stop trying to be a director of your life because, you know, you're obligated to fail. It's just going to happen. And let Him guide you. Let Him know. He's the one that knows you better than you think that you know yourself. And He had made his illustration because He actually got a cut on stage, but he was, you know, making a illustration of, like, you know, telling the barber cut here, and trying to grab the razor from him. And he was like, that's what we're doing with our lives when we're with God. He's trying to give you a cut, you know, cut things out, give you an image that fits you, but we're always in the way. So we got to get out of our way so that He can continue to do what He's been trying to do for as long as we've been really on here on this earth.
For sure.
Right.
But that's it. Like, that was just one thing that hit me. I just feel like that might be something to some other people to really think about.
Who was the preacher? Do you know?
Michael Todd.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Michael Todd.
Mr. Michael Todd,
Mr.
Michael Todd.
Michael Todd. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a piece of work there. A
Wow.
whole piece of work.
Wow.
Why you say that?
We're not
That's a
gonna get.
whole nother.
That's another
That's
discussion.
a whole nother episode.
And we can. We can definitely talk about that guy. But that's not.
I actually want to you know, after I would love to actually hear your opinion on
but
this,
in
to be honest
essence,
with you.
everybody is flawed.
We.
Oh yeah.
But
No. Hold on. See, we going into the conversation. But I'm not necessarily. We could judge the church, but I'm not necessarily even judging them. I just said he's a piece of work. So what I'm saying is, I'm not 100%, you know, based off of judging off his character that he is 100% in this, but that doesn't mean you can't get anything out of him.
right.
You get what I'm saying? So even those who put themselves in a position to fool you, God can still speak
That's
to you
what
through
Dom
them.
just said.
Right.
God can use anybody to speak to you.
Even when they know they're in a position of opposition, he can still use them
Right.
to speak to you.
Yep.
So
Yeah, but I
so
mean-
I ain't really, it is what it is. If he's for somebody.
Right. That's all.
No.
And people have to realize that, especially the people that we see on YouTube, that it seems like they're just set out to critique
Oh my
preachers.
God, I can't stand that.
They're looking for fault in every message that they have,
Yep.
but everybody
So what are
is
they
there to
gaining?
reach
Right.
a certain crowd of people.
Yeah.
Like I told my oldest
Yeah.
daughter today, or not today, a couple weeks ago, she was telling me, she was like, Mom, I'm trying to get into going back to church, but the church that we went to just doesn't fit her. And I'm telling her, that may not be the church for you for where you are in this season. So find somebody who can reach you.
I know what it is. You
And
got
who
a cough
can
drop in
feed?
your mouth.
Yeah, I do.
My bad.
I'm trying not to.
I'm
I'm trying
like,
to
why
suppress the
is
cough.
she?
My bad.
Well,
I was trying to hide it to the side. But like I said, I was
Get your
telling her.
mind out the gutter.
finish,
Dang.
ma'am.
Oh Lord! Oh my bad.
I missed that. I missed
I did too.
But I'm going to rewind that.
right.
I don't know
See
what
what
just
happened.
happened.
Oh, Jesus.
Just look at the face when you look back at it.
Oh,
Just look
Lord.
at the face.
I don't want to.
Hey,
All right, moving
but
on.
what you said regarding Michael Todd, especially when he did that Easter Day thing, and it had all the Christian YouTube
right,
up in arms.
in a tizzy.
But what you said when I was talking to you and your parents, it made a lot of sense because he may be for those type of Christians, right? So he may be okay. So everybody got to start off somewhere. Mm-hmm. So he may be for that initial,
Right.
right? You new in Christ, you're not necessarily that deep. You know what I'm saying? Your relationship is tentatively new. You know what I'm saying? And he's there for you. You know what I'm saying? But then at some point, it's you move on. You know what I'm saying? Because his messages, they aren't past that. They're very surface. You know.
I think people fail to realize too, and I know this is really taking us nowhere near on what the main subject is for today, but people tend to forget that preachers are still on their own spiritual walk.
Bingo.
So-
there you go.
And they're humans as well.
Right.
There you go.
So they are still on their, as much as they're trying to lead people, they are still on their own personal journey with
Right.
God. So that's where that preacher is in that moment, in that time.
Right.
And he's trying to get others that
Remember
obviously fit his
what
role.
we spoke about last episode about being humble. Just because you might not not necessarily agree with somebody or how they do things, but like you just said, that's they're on their own journey. Just like, for example, like everything that we speak on, not everybody's going to agree. But at the
Right.
same time, we're all on our own journey.
Right.
As a group, we help each other to move, yes, but at the same time, individually, we're on our own. We're still
Right.
on our own
For
thing.
sure, man.
Right,
And
definitely.
I think that's a great thing to keep in mind, especially when you're talking about your spiritual leaders.
Right.
Again, like, and it's the same thing when you talking about your parents, right?
Yeah.
That's why I be trying to remind people, like, we be talking about how we came up, and I got some cousins that feel like they may not have come up as good as I had, or vice versa, whatever the case may be. And I be like, look, man, you gotta realize something, man. When we were kids, think about the age that they were. They were
Right.
younger than we are currently,
Right.
and you know what I'm saying. And we ain't even got it together as parents now.
Right.
So you gotta realize everybody's maturing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got something going on. So I ain't really trying to bash Michael Todd.
Right.
I ain't really going out. I just don't. He ain't for me. He don't speak to me.
Right. Right.
But that's
that's
not to
okay.
say that I can't learn anything from him.
Right.
I'm not saying that. But I think
I just person like the.
I don't know what to
there's
say.
certain things that he breaks down that like in my congregation, you know, certain things that they break down is broken down differently. And some of like his illustrations are broken down more like current times. So for me, it's just like, oh, I get it.
But
But
if
now-
you being edified, bro, I'm all for it. Right? Like, so what I mean is, if you're gaining, and it seems like you are, if you're gaining something from that, I'm not hating on that man. I can't say what God calls that man to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean,
If
we
he
all have our
working
own
for
calling.
you, if he's working for you, bro, I'm happy for you. You know?
Right.
I'm happy for anybody out here trying to do something positive and not, you know,
Right.
cause chaos, because I don't know what in the world's going on with Charlotte. It's getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to see
We could just talk about traffic. Like that's a
That
whole
part.
other thing.
Right.
man. It's starting to look like little Atlanta.
That's what they say. Charlotte is the
Just
next
talking to my
Atlanta.
dad
Yeah,
about
I'm
that
sick
the
of
other
it,
day.
man.
I was like, this is gonna be another
I got
Atlanta.
me,
what
bro.
they say.
Ain't no way. I'm telling you now. Me
I'm
and
going
my
to-
little,
I
me
wanna
and my
go to Florida.
shed will be gone. Me and my shed is
Packing
gone,
up and
bro.
go.
Oh, I want to go to Florida.
No.
You want to go to Florida,
Yeah.
man? I think it might be cool for you though, bro. Because when you think about it, a lot of your people's down there. I'm being for real.
Why we both?
No, I'm saying though.
It was like,
For real, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
why
Oh,
is
I'm
it-
not
what is
going
it?
to Miami.
Why is it his
I'm
people?
still naming it because that's your people's. What you mean,
Characterize his people.
That was just that's what there you go. Yeah.
bro? Your people's is. If I'm not mistaken, you done told us. Is it Dominican or Puerto Rican? Which one?
It's Puerto Rican, but
Puerto Rican.
But you know, and I'm gonna clarify something right there and there because especially Miami is very full of Cubans. It's very Cubanized area.
Yeah.
Different.
Hold on.
Different.
Wait a minute.
Very different.
Cuban. You got a lot of Cubans down there. You got a lot of Puerto Ricans, and you got a lot of
You got a lot of Jamaicans. You got a lot of
Haitians.
bunch of everything that down there.
That's very true. But again, do you have a lot of Cubans and Puerto Ricans here?
A lot of Puerto Ricans here actually.
What about Cubans?
I don't know. I don't speak to a lot of Puerto Ricans. I mean Cubans.
It's a lot of Cubans. Who cut our boy head?
Dominicans.
They're Dominicans. Oh,
Go to a Dominican.
Oh, there's a lot of that.
Well,
a lot of Dominicans.
I
and
know.
Puerto Ricans.
I know
And
actually a lot of
Mexicans.
Honduran, whatever it's called. Excuse me, Honduras people here. But again, I think. I'm saying. I think that
It's not.
I
It's
think
not.
it's
It's
a
not,
lot of.
not necessarily about what type of people or the necessity of people that are down there. For me personally, like well, it could be different now. But when I was traveling back and forth to Orlando and here, every time I went to Orlando, I just felt it was a different vibe. Maybe because it was new. You know, I didn't really know much about Orlando, but I was just like, man, I could. One thing I do like about Florida is it is full of opportunity. There's a lot of people down there doing. And I'm not saying there's not a lot of people here doing things as well, but you know, for example, a lot of people go to California, a lot of people go to Atlanta, and you know, people go to Miami or certain places for a specific, you know, just for those.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to pause you for a second. What opportunity is in Florida?
Oh, when it comes to like fitness and things like that. Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. That you might be on to something.
I can see it.
'Cause I
It's
can't.
beaches. So.
That in California are very
I
big.
can't think of a lot going on in Florida. So, but that may be something. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, that may be a area of opportunity. But outside, I can't think of nothing going on in Florida.
I ain't gonna lie. I would love to do like real estate over there too. To be real.
Yeah, a lot of retirees. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of retirees, but you'd be surprised how poor these places really are, man.
Yeah, especially Orlando.
Florida is poor, bro. It's poor. Yeah. You think that? So, like I said, though, I think you might like it. You younger, I think you might like it, bro.
I don't know what age you got to do with it, but I feel you.
It got a lot to do with it, man. Cause I'm telling you, ain't nothing. I guess we can have a conversation, but it's about demographics. What's down there? your age group has a lot to do with it. Where you try to locate yourself, a lot. So again, we can have a deeper conversation about like me and you can, but yeah.
All right, moving on.
Anyways, so like I said, this season go about be about disorders, and this specific episode we're gonna talk about I like to call Dom's problems. So what I have is called Tourette syndrome, which is a nerve disorder, and which involves repetitive movement and unwanted sound. So I don't know if like there's been times that I'm sure everybody has seen, like while being on set, like I'll twitch, my eyes will blink a lot. Like those are what you call tics. And you have the motor tics and you have vocal tics. Like I just said, you have the movement and then you have sound. I would say one of my favorite ones is like the neck stretch. Because one thing for me is especially when I'm out in public and stuff, I don't like to show it too much. So shrugging my shoulders or just it's simplistic, but nobody else is gonna know it but me unless somebody's really paying attention. And which is something simple. Like there's simple movements. Like I said, one eye blinking, shoulder shrugging, neck stretching, arm jerking, jaw movement, head bobbing, and some of the complex ones are like twirling, jumping, hopping. I don't do none of that. If I'm in the gym, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different energy though. But for like vocal tics and things like that, there's like simple ones and complex ones. You got throat clearing, you got grunting, hooting, and shouting, which would be considered your simple tics. The complex ones, some of these I don't necessarily agree on, but
That sound like regular stuff.
it do. But when it's very repetitive versus, so like, of course, like you might grunt, right? But somebody who has that particular condition, they're gonna grunt a little more often. Maybe to like it's like, you good? But like it's they're getting something out. And a lot of and you'll see a lot of
Nah,
people.
got me over here. Got me
Now
over
we're
here doing
grunting.
it.
Right. All of a sudden.
He over here got a grunt and stuff. Wow.
So no. So go ahead. Hurry up.
Man,
Go ahead.
thank you, man. I didn't want to stop the show, but I mean, we about halfway through the episode. Ain't nobody even give me no wine.
Ain't nobody give you none.
Right.
Jeez,
Pour your
so
own
as
poison.
While he pour his poison. So, are these? Because you said you would do the shoulder shrugging and neck stretching. So, I'm sure these are involuntary movements, but is there a form of control? Like you said, you.
Yes. What I like. So of course there's different. I would say there's different levels when it comes to you have. So when I was first diagnosed when I was a kid.
That's what I was about to ask you.
Yeah. When I was and usually you typically if you have this condition, it usually comes up between when you're 5 or 7 years old, which is actually around the time when I actually got diagnosed for it. Because my parents, I started doing twitches, making a lot of noises and stuff like that, just repetitively, and I just couldn't. There's nothing I could do about it. But because of mine is so considered minor, there was nothing that a doctor could give me at the time for medication. So, but through time and trying to, I guess, suppress it and things like that. Well, just growing up, you learn to do things, or I would say exercises to help keep things controlled. And what I want to say too, usually this is something that does come from genetics. It's not something that just happens. Now, if I was to say what side I got it from, it would definitely be Pop. Cause I remember him and we had a conversation one time a long time ago, and he had said, "Yeah," I said, yeah. He's like, "Man, I think you got that from me." Cause I ain't gonna lie, I see like you can grow out of it though. It's not the same thing it's not the same for everybody, but you can grow out of it. I used to see him.
Oh God.
Excuse me.
I'm like, Sometimes he would do a little much, but that's definitely where I know I got that from.
I think I might have Tourette, bro.
So this is the same condition that
Why
most
y'all
people
say that?
most
For
people
real.
associate. Ain't
Right.
Most people associate Tourette's with just people having outbursts and cussing.
Now that will be considered like with your vocal tics
Oh,
that
gosh.
are complex. So now,
Don't.
like I said, like so some of the ones that it says swear words, ethnic slurs, or any other socially unacceptable words or phrases. There's a word for it. I can't necessarily pronounce it, so I'm not gonna try. I can spell it out for y'all. It's COPROLAI. I mean ALIA.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't
Right,
gonna try
that
to say it.
word.
I try
I
to
ain't even
try to
gonna
do it at
try
home. I
either.
was like, it ain't
So-
working for me.
Oh, go ahead. You look like you had something you wanted to say. Go
I
ahead.
think I got Tourette, but you know,
Why? Because you be grunting?
We'll
No.
touch on his disorders
bro, my whole life. Look, but listen,
later on.
I was
in
trying
this
to tell my wife, my whole life I saw my son do the same thing. We get chills, right? So I used to think it was chill, right? I started Googling it. Guess what pop up? Tourette's. For real, Tourette syndrome. I do this thing, right?
With
My whole
chills?
body go, whoo. And I used to think, oh man, I got chill. But everybody would pick on me, right? Because they'd be like, bro, there ain't no chill. What the like what the hell wrong with you? Your whole body, your lip ain't going.
Wow.
But listen, bro, don't lie.
Did she pop her?
Don't lie, bro. That and then it was that and some other stuff. But anyway, that's what made me when you said you had Tourette, I was like, oh, okay. Because the reason why is because I was like, there gotta be different levels to this thing. Mm-hmm. Right? Because if what I have is technically Tourette's, I might have some stuff come in my head that I shouldn't be saying, but it don't come out. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or I do all that stuff. Like when I'm driving and I go past like intersections, I do stuff like, I don't know if that's Tourette's or just crazy, but
Crazy.
I do stuff like if I go past a driveway side, I gotta, like I'm
Why
going
does
in
it
there.
have to be a drive?
It be driveways, never mailboxes, but driveways. The lines in the road, bro. I be like, I just be like, I gotta point down it. I promise you, bro.
You have to point.
I gotta do something, man. I gotta do something.
It's crazy.
It might. I don't know if
That's
that.
crazy, bro.
That's just
Well, I don't
crazy.
know that specifically
Does it
that
sound
thing.
familiar? So
But
it's crazy.
but
There you
it
go.
could be something else. I'm not gonna say I ain't gonna say you crazy.
Well,
Hey, I'm gonna let them do that.
What?
He crazy.
Maybe we'll find out by the next episode, and I can do my disorder.
If it look like a duck, sound like a duck,
Aflac.
basically. So,
Yeah.
My name is Jay, and I have crazy.
Wow.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah, you crazy.
now, tics can change. Like tics can change regularly from the severity of it to the type of it. A lot of it depends on what exactly the triggers are. Mm-hmm. One of the main triggers is stress, anxiety. Now I'm gonna get into that in just a second, but hold on. Yeah. My bad. Mm-hmm. So it's stress, anxiety, excitement, fatigue, and illness. Now, personally, stress, anxiety, and excitement for sure. Like that have definitely That's probably when I experience it the most. But I've never dealt with the fatigue. I don't think I ever really dealt with it with the illness. Really just stress and anxiety is probably the biggest one for me personally that I would say trigger it. But I'm gonna get into like how to, I guess, what helps me personally to I guess cope with it or to help control it. But usually, like when people have Tourette syndrome, is they usually have some type of other condition, and it's 86% of people who have Tourette syndrome have another disability or whatever. So
is that disability dealing with like the nervous system as well, or is it just any?
Well, so I wrote down some of them, and there's ADHD, OCD. Behavioral and
bro, I got Tourette. I've been trying to tell y'all.
Why'd you look at me?
Bro, I got Tourette's. Nobody want to listen.
Because you knew he was going to say something.
As soon as I heard it.
I love being proven right.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh my
anxiety, learning disabilities, social skills, and sensory processing issues and sleep disorder. Two I have for sure is ADHD and OCD. Okay. I've been diagnosed for ADHD. I haven't necessarily been diagnosed for OCD, but I know I got OCD.
Oh, Lord.
Like, so you know how I'm gonna talk. I don't know. So when you organize things, right? You have a certain places where you want things. You have certain way, and things have to be turned or whatever, right? So that I'm very particular on, especially when I clean.
I'm not as bad as I used to be, but I got you.
Like I can't stand my glasses in a dishwasher. They have to be hand washed, and they have to be be in a certain particular spot in my cabinet. If it's not there, I get irritated. It's like. Cause it's like I have everything organized for a reason, and if you don't put it back, I'm like, why?
Right.
You know, everything is set specifically for a reason. Put it back where you had it.
Right.
That's how normal. That's normality, bro. To me, that's normal.
I would say that.
Everything
I would think that's
place and everything in its place. That's a adage from my granny for years.
So if it's turned a certain way, then you.
Sometimes I ain't gonna
Why
say
is
that.
you
I ain't
moving
gonna say
my
that.
Bruh.
I ain't gonna say that.
You
That's
need
like
to
with
have it in your
everything.
face.
I ain't gonna say that's with everything, but certain things, yeah, I can't say nothing specifically, but like if I know it bothers me and I see it, but like I might not say, and I'll probably just go over there and fix it.
Okay.
But the misplaced things, yeah, I don't like that.
Trying told you.
Like, so like for example, like let's say if I put a bar of soap, like I have everything in certain places. If I put my bar of soap over here, and I find my bar of soap over here.
You get a new one?
No, I'm well upset. Why the hell is it over here? It needs to be over here. I will literally move it there before I even use it.
Well, you done picked it up. You
Right.
I'm just saying, like I just.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
It's like it's in the spot. All right, now
bro,
we good.
I feel you. I don't have no negative. I relate. I get it.
Because you didn't self-diagnose.
Right.
I know. I'm just
saying.
saying. I'm not saying I got OCD. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I get it because I do the same. I have similar things that I do. So like it sounds normal to me. Doesn't sound crazy.
I don't think it is either, but you know, some people might say, but like that's crazy.
But I'm saying you put the shit there. Why somebody gotta fuck with it? Excuse me. My first cuss word I said in 2 seasons. Good job. Yes, it is, man.
I had to think about that. Well, hold on,
Right.
really?
Everybody was like,
But I'm saying, why
that
do they have to mess with it, man? You done put it there, leave it alone.
Or
Now I gotta put it back so everything be right. Because because if y'all don't put it back, something might happen.
It's not
Or
going
if
to
you
flow
use
together.
it, just put it back where you got it.
I do. That's what.
No, I'm just speaking in general.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm
Speaking to
saying.
you directly.
Yeah, man. I don't like that crap. But you know, when you want to be with somebody though, like we in a relationship, right? There's two people coming together, and I'm just saying, it's talking about relationship. You want to cohabitate with anybody. You gotta. Sometimes you just gotta, just like you said, move the soap back, and then it might perturb you, but don't even worry about it.
It's nothing to start an argument
But that
over.
other person should have some respect too, man. God
Well,
dang.
I mean, at the same time, don't be disrespectful about it. Just be like, hey, yo, like, but
You had that
Right.
conversation. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't know until you tell them.
Exactly. Now, I don't know about no.
But what
I don't want
happens
to say I
if
have
y'all
social
have
skills.
two different? What if that person like they soap on this side?
Tell them to get their own soap.
Get their
Well,
own soap, bro.
That too. But what if I like my dishes standing up in the cabinet and you like yours flat in the cabinet?
Standing
so
up.
I like mine
yeah,
stand
they
up, but
got the little stand up things.
Oh,
Clearly ours are flat.
I didn't know that. That's pretty neat though.
I like mine upright. I don't like it flipped over.
So they got little racks
yeah.
that you put
Yeah,
the dish in.
little slots.
That's
that you
pretty
can put it
cool,
in.
man.
Yeah.
I think we should. That sounds like some IKEA stuff.
It is.
Or the container store.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need to go.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Oh.
That's his ADHD. Clearly.
Bro, I got a disorder.
Diverting.
I got a disorder. But I think Tourette's, I don't know what it is, but anyway.
Yeah,
I
it's
think,
called ADHD.
I know I got that. Yeah.
Bipolar.
I just found out I had ADHD last year. And I was
No, that's not accurate.
That's not last year?
That's not accurate. You found out you had ADHD a long time ago. However,
Huh? Explain.
it was at least 5 years ago when we had the discussion about you having ADHD.
You ain't no damn doctor. The hell? Listen, I found out I had ADHD last year. I was talking to my aunt or my mom, one of them, right? No, my mom. She says, I say, Mom, I think
That was
I got
5 years
ADHD.
ago. So now you have memory loss.
Oh, Jesus.
No,
That was at
that's
least
you crazy.
No, that was at least 5 years ago. What are you talking
Baby,
about?
don't let the crazy come out. You tripping. We were in this house. We ain't been in this house no 5 years.
We were not in this house when you found out that information. What are you talking about?
I was in the bathroom
Oh, Jesus.
when I found out.
You maybe just
I was
had
talking to my mom.
you had a refresher conversation, but no.
So now so for everybody to know, we're gonna diagnose another disorder. Then we're gonna come back to mine. We just gonna work our way this way. We gonna name all these damn disorders. Cause this one right here is clearly not insane.
Y'all are
Oh my
crazy.
gosh, man.
Certified.
Anyway, just say recently you
Right.
found out that you had
Either
ADHD.
way it go, my boss said, this one tell me talking about something. Oh yeah, I've been on you had that. You knew. Why you ain't tell me?
Jesus.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie, I would be upset too. Like, Mama, you gonna let me go throughout this whole world thinking I'm crazy?
Right.
Right,
And they
bro.
didn't know.
Yeah, man. But that ADHD, I don't know, but why everybody got ADHD? So it's got to be a reason. There got to be a particular reason why so many of us, at least in America, in this age range, got ADHD.
You know,
You get what I'm saying?
I think it's deep. I think it's deeper than what we think. Honestly, I really feel like a lot of our issues that we have now comes from what we eat,
I think so too. That's what I'm getting at. You know?
and especially it's specifically meat. Just
Meat,
because
right.
specifically meat. The reason why I said it is because if you they put a lot of hormones in these meats to make them grow and get stuff that so we automatically already have hormones, so they boost the hormones. So now I feel like also some people, like, you know, with all these hormones, you know, you have all these people, you know, having kids and things like that. You know, it could be not necessarily like not saying they shouldn't use the things that they need to use if they're going to do that, but I just feel like everything that we do or has an effect of what we put in our body. just because there are extra hormones, and as you see, like you got 12, 15-year-old, they look 30.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it could be a coincidence, whatever, or a genetic thing, but
bro. I don't think it is, because I remember when I was kids, they didn't look nothing like.
That's what I'm saying. They growing up too fast.
Every generation
it's
is
getting
a
crazy.
little bit more than
I think it's the
previous.
steroids in the food.
Yeah, they're
I
developing
think
too
it is.
fast.
Right.
And I don't think it's no coincidence. It ain't no evolution.
It's definitely the food.
The food.
Yep.
You feed
Definitely.
these kids this man.
and I just feel like unless like, but don't get me wrong, being vegan or vegetarian, whatever, is hard because it's not something that a lot of people. That's not a common thing that most people do, right? But there's a lot of proven things when it comes to people just mainly focusing on grains and vegetables and fruit, and using that as their day-to-day thing and keeping the meat out of it. Now you can actually make things taste like meat, just from seasoning. That's the whole point. I mean, the seasoning makes everything taste better. Like personally, I actually made one time some vegan meatballs. I made a meatball sub.
Vegan meatballs.
It tastes almost just identical to it, and it was good. I made 2 of them things. Them things was good.
Oh yeah, but we have to keep in mind too when it comes to fruits and vegetables as well that there are added things to that to just like to keep up with the demand of meat. You also have to keep up with the demand because of course fruits and vegetables take a little bit longer to grow too.
And the season.
Right. And we got stuff that it seems like fruit is available year round that is technically just a seasonal fruit. So therefore things are being grown
Yeah, I thought that ain't no
that
better.
aren't right. But I think everything is actually it's really about consuming things in moderations. When you try to watch what you consume and how much you consume it, you can combat a lot of whatever it is they're choosing to put in our foods to grow it or raise it, whatever. So just be mindful. Some people were like, I'm only vegan, but I see more fat vegans than I have skinny vegans, and
that's because
something's wrong here.
Well, that's funny that you even said that. I know we're getting a little off, but that's okay. But it's funny you said that because there's this. I was listening to this one vegan lady, and she was talking about how when she first stopped eating meat and stuff, that she went vegan. She was eating a lot of the carbs, like your rice and things like that, which then she started to gain more weight, and she wasn't the benefit of being vegan wasn't actually there. So that's because you eating too much of the I would say complex carbs. So when once she realized that, then she started incorporating more vegetables versus the grains, and then of course adding some fruit in there with the simple sugars and stuff. Because I think I had talked about this, when we were still back at Enamored, how like fruit, like the sugar in there, it only stays in your body within a couple hours. Versus like if you go to grab something that has like high fructose, that's gonna stay in your body for 9 days.
Sheesh.
But we don't know that,
Right.
And the crazy thing is that a lot of these people are getting away with it. These people that are making these things, they're getting away with it because we don't read the label.
Right. Definitely.
And just like how you had said about the fruit and stuff like that, because nowadays you can't even just throw it under the water and it be clean. You have to like grab like I've seen something that this one guy was doing, like apple cider vinegar Like you really gotta just like put the fruit in there and just let it sit.
Yeah.
And you literally, and he took the fruit out and then you rinse it with water, and you can literally just see all types of things. Just I was like, that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
How much time we got left?
14 minutes.
14 minutes.
Yeah, a little bit.
I just want to touch on. I want to touch on Diddy, man.
Who?
No Diddy. I said I want to touch on Diddy. That is sad.
Somebody take his cup. Don't pour him nothing.
Right.
All right.
Don't pour nothing.
no.
Lord
After this.
Jesus.
you better be careful. You touch him now.
Cause you said something about Diddy earlier, right?
Yeah, he gonna wrestle with you under the covers like.
Oh, Diddy Bob, boy. So did he leave the United States, or is he here? That's what I wanted to know.
I know that I heard something about him that I don't know if it was true, like something about he probably gonna leave, whatever. But I mean, I don't know.
Leave the U.S. or die? Like leave Earth?
Like leave, not
Like
not
die?
Earth. No, not die. Like just leave out of the United States.
Oh, no, I say that because I saw something where somebody was talking about somebody. He said he wasn't going to prison and he was going. Basically, they were alluding to,
Wow.
try not to get demonetized or something. We ain't even monetized yet.
Hell, if he go to prison, he might. Never mind. He gonna do just fine.
That's that Fed time, so he be all right.
He gonna do just fine in there.
Yeah, he gonna. That man said he gonna do just fine.
Did I send y'all the what was it? Get Hard.
Yes.
Yes.
You sent us that.
Yes.
That post.
I saw that. I seen this dude do this thing bigger than Nino Brown. With Diddy, oh my God, bro! New Jack City, New Jack City. You don't know nothing about New Jack City, do you?
I ain't gonna.
Oh my God, y'all hear this man?
He's a baby.
Right.
Y'all hear this young fella?
He's a baby. It's
New
okay.
Jack City, man.
Yeah.
You got to
Good
watch,
movie.
bro. You got to
Yes.
watch.
Was it in the 90s, right?
We gonna watch
Yeah.
it. Matter of fact, we gonna watch it.
Man, I was born in '98.
Oh.
Yeah, it was already out.
Right.
You a little late.
That's all like.
Way before you were born.
Right. You a
That
little
sound
late.
like 92, 93.
Prime.
Yeah, probably about right.
90.
You probably about right.
About 90.
When
Yeah.
Biggie was still rapping.
Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah,
Biggie
it might have
died
been
the day
before
I-
Biggie even started. It might be the 80s, late 80s.
Actually, it came out in 91, it
Yeah, I
says.
was gonna say it
91?
should've been
Oh,
like
okay.
90.
Late 80s, early 90s. Well, same thing, different.
Yep.
Yes. What a great era.
It really
That
was.
was.
The
Yeah.
music was good too.
Yes.
I remember
Yes.
Love the
93.
music.
I can remember 93.
Remember 93?
93 was, I think, the first year I can remember. What's the first year y'all can remember?
I don't know.
I remember being in Italy.
506.
Yeah,
I remember like different parts of Italy. So I was like 4. Yeah, I was like 4. So I remember parts of Italy. And I was 4.
What year was that? I said,
Ooh,
what year?
don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't let him call you out like
The
that.
90s.
Early?
Yeah.
Oh. Darn, give me something. Work with here, man.
Why?
Darn.
No, I actually remember. I remember.
Everybody know
I
y'all old
probably
as
was 03.
Methuselah.
Shut up. You
Wow.
you right behind us.
Right. Knocking on the door.
Right. Golly.
Right.
No, you ain't even knocking, honey. You not even knocking. You not even knocking.
I wasn't even talking about me.
Oh, okay. Well,
honey.
just letting you know.
Ooh. he gonna get on you like he got on me about Florida. Hey, speaking of which though, and we gonna wrap this thing up. I was the whole time we was thinking about that Florida thing. After we got done, I was thinking. I said, it's a whole bunch of Negroes in Atlanta, but I wouldn't dare go down there. And that's why I was thinking about this thing turning Atlanta. I got to go. I can't do Negroes like that, man. I can't do left and right, everywhere you turn, all behind you, in front of you. Nah, can't do them black folks like that. It's too much.
Yeah.
That's just too much for me. How you feel?
I think
But-
I just want to be like, I don't want to go nowhere where it's too hot. I don't want to go nowhere where it's too cold and it snows and
Black
the whole-
bring that heat, bro. We can hold it. You go to black church. I ain't never been to a white church that was hot. Only church I ever been to that was hot.
I ain't never been to a white church.
It's a black church.
Oh, Lord.
Oh man, you missing out.
Yeah.
Bro, you have got to go to a white
I won't
church.
say just a white church, but a predominantly white.
You gotta go
with
to a
some
white
people
church.
Sprinkled in
That's
there.
what it is.
That's,
Yeah, but
that's,
that's-
Have y'all
I
seen
understand.
the how they play the music versus
Yes.
a white church?
That's what I'm talking about. You have got to go to a white church. You have to experience this at least once.
Well, you know, I think I had.
What are you doing?
I told you before, like, you know, I attend the Trumpful Witnesses congregations and stuff, and no, it's not. And I've been to a black church, especially when I was with Kanita, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nothing. Like, it's very different.
Yo, a black church, the Jehovah's Witness, Kingdom Hall.
It's
Yeah.
it's very different. You know, it's you know where. You know, of course, there's a song before everything starts with a prayer, and we get into it, and then there's another song in the middle, and then you know, then we get right back to it, and then a song at the end, and everybody just
so
You know you.
for
you know
the
you
lack
Jehovah's
of
Witness.
no, I'm not. I have never. I have never attended a
Kingdom Hall.
Kingdom Hall or anything.
However,
my dad's side of the family,
Thank you.
they are Jehovah, but I've never attended a service with them, so I don't know. I've only done.
My dad's side of the family, Jehovah's Witnesses.
So my question is, are they, for the lack of a better term, segregated like black church and white? So are there white Kingdom Halls?
No.
Oh, that's a
it's
good
very,
question.
it's very diverse.
Okay.
Very
Good question.
diverse.
That, I guess I figured they would be like how we are.
Of course, like I would say depending on the area, maybe there might be more than the other, but there's no like how you
Right.
say.
so
it.
you
There's
saying
no
you can't go, you can't not go to one Kingdom Hall. and
Yeah.
not- not
yeah,
go to
like
another
it's
one.
and like if you go to one, you know, I will. Like you can, for the most part, expect the same thing out of if you go to another one.
I
Now,
got
don't
you.
get me wrong. Like, you know, of course, you know, there you might feel different. I would say vibes maybe, just because of maybe the crowd. Like, for example, the one here in Gastonia is very old. Like a lot of older people there, so they're very older minded. Now, Charlotte, very different. They're a lot more open. There's a lot more younger people in Charlotte. So when it comes to certain things, you know, there are certain conversations, you know, certain conversations are a little more open than other ones,
The
just
older.
because, you know, people's mindsets, you know, they're
Right.
used to certain things. Like they're still growing and trying to get used to the new things. But I would say like Charlotte, you know, more of the people there where there's a lot of this young and everything's just moving. I would say the vibe is different. I would definitely say the vibes could be different between the crowds for sure.
Man.
But before we close,
Okay. I was about to close.
I seen it coming.
Yeah.
I just want to say too. Just going back to what I was talking about. You know, there are different treatments for Tourette's as well. One of you can go to a CBIT, comprehensive behavioral intervention for tics. It's a lot for me to even say. Training patients to be more aware of their tics. Now, I've never done this, but I like did that myself. Just I'll get in that in a minute. There's also another one more like deep brain stimulation. That's more for like if that's like this very severe, because it's more like a what do you call those things that when people get for like their heart
Pacemaker.
yes, it's like a pacemaker, but in your brain for your nerves and things like that.
Okay.
Just like, but you know, the same side effects as if your pacemaker is It's not guaranteed. But I would say like that's something like if everything is very severe, it really keeps you from life. Then I would say that might be something to consider.
Right.
But there are some medications and stuff. Personally, I personally say I'll always do natural things versus just going to a pill. I'm just that person anyway. And therapy, there, physical therapy. There's ways of this, like being aware of when your ticks are coming. You can do like breathing exercises or do some stretches and stuff like that. Because I would say when you are tense, sometimes your muscles and your nerves they're stressed. So you have to release. So stretching does help. Working out, exercising, dieting, all that helps as well. It keeps everything moving in your body more regularly versus someone who doesn't necessarily do those things. I would say meditation is what.
Take the bottle. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would say I like to say meditation just cause or yoga just like help calm the brain. Like I said, a lot of biggest things that with people that have Tourette's is stress, anxiety, and excitement. So those are the three biggest triggers. So doing something that helps calm the mind, and makes it easier to control things. I'm gonna add this one thing. A lot of people might not agree, but marijuana. But the reason why I say that is because, and whoever listening, because if my mama listening, boy, I'm gonna get a phone call. I don't care. But on some seriousness though, like at times, because it does help calm the mind. Now there are specific strains that will trigger as well. Learn that the hard way. But like there's I guess you've heard of sativa, indica. Indica is more of like a calming versus sativa is more like a give you that feeling, but it won't necessarily stop you from working, I would say. But indica is more, I would say, is a better option just because it does help calm you down. Also vitamins, vitamin D, magnesium, vitamin B, omega-3. I found one that said acupuncture. I've never done that, so I don't know.
I always wanted to do that.
I always want to do it too, just to see what
the effects were or something.
Yeah.
Because have you ever touched yourself somewhere? You felt it somewhere else. Y'all never done that?
I know what you talk about.
But if I touch myself here, I might feel it. I feel it in my back.
But
it's like your nerves, or something, right?
You got to think all your nerves. First off, it starts here, and your nerves are all connected to everything.
Right. Yeah.
But I would say too, get a hobby. The reason why I say this is because like one thing I realized though, like when I'm focused, I won't move. Like if I'm if I'm really focused, like I'm focused. So like, all right. Well, one thing you guys already know I like to do is of course work out. That helps me. One thing I'm starting to get back into that I enjoy is writing. I showed you a little bit of that. I'm gonna get with you on the other ones. And what's another thing? Basketball. Love basketball.
NC State just lost, by the way, y'all.
Which I saw that going anyway. I saw the way Purdue
just too big for them boys, man. They were too big, man.
Lord have mercy.
It was a good game though. It was good to watch.
Now we got UConn and Alabama on. But
UConn gonna win that game. I'm going for UConn.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull for Alabama though.
We're gonna close it out.
Yeah. We
but that's all I got though.
Hey, listen, no, man. I just want to say, bro. I really do want to say, man. I think it's big to be able to come on,
Right.
talk about your issues like that, man. Be transparent like that, man, and share it with people, man.
Right.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. This I don't do that. And even what I spoke on before we even got started, like one thing that I've never done was I've always been a closed book. So starting, when we starting the upbringing, my goal has been to not do that because even though sometimes I could be a closed book somewhere else, but my goal is like, to at least use this space to just be open
Right.
Yeah.
and not care. Because like at the end of the day, regardless of what somebody might comment on, whatever, at the end of the day, like they really don't care anyway. They just ain't got nothing to do at the time.
Right. Well, this
also-
is your
also-
platform to reach other people. So there is somebody else out there that is in a similar situation as you that needs to hear or see you
Yep.
do what you do. So
There you go.
I'm glad that you have this space and opportunity for people to see it.
I appreciate the space, to be honest, because I mean,
Man, don't mention it, bro. I tell you, we put a lot of work in.
He said, I just
We
did.
put a lot of work in, though. We
Oh,
put a
yeah.
lot of work in, man. A lot of man hours went in this thing.
Yeah.
I am a little upset about it though,
Upset
Upset
about
about
what?
what?
So upset about.
cause I ain't getting no phone call. I walk in like, pay.
Right. Oh yeah, right. Like
I was waiting on the pizza
Yeah,
party.
hello, and Josiah was
We-
talking about it too.
We
He
still
probably
gonna
had
have
his
a
own
pizza
pizza.
party.
I'm like,
Right.
man.
Man, we sending these jokers down, man.
Yeah.
I was ready. I got a whole Santa at the house.
Right. I was
Yeah.
ready for some pizza.
Yeah, we
I don't know
sanded,
about
we
painting
painted,
though.
man.
No.
and- Look,
You was
Say,
gonna paint.
I'm just here to eat.
Right.
we got to do the floor though.
Oh yeah.
We
it's
got to
still-
figure.
Hey, I
There
got
is still plenty to be done. So this
Got to do the
will
boards. I got to do the. I'm putting a bar over there. Ebony got a channel coming out, y'all.
Yes.
Y'all stay tuned for that. She
Hey.
got her own little bar channel coming out, so I
Yeah.
got to build that out. There's still stuff to
We.
be done
Yeah.
though, but
Yeah.
but the bulk
We.
of it,
We.
the bulk
Yes,
of it
we.
has gotten done, man.
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna need you to
I'm
quit
gonna be
saying
honest,
I
man.
and quit
hold
doing
on.
I.
Let me put this plug in here because you say this every episode.
And
Man.
will
then turn the
include-
bottom. Like, hey, but look though.
We will include something in the description for donations. You keep saying it,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
ain't seen it yet.
Yeah, my bad, y'all.
We're accepting all donations.
I know
because-
y'all was so eager to help us out. So.
Of course,
But we did get a little help. But
Yeah.
That why it's
He need to put the bottle down.
the bottle empty now.
I'm about
Thank
to get the
the
floor
Lord.
done. I don't know. I'm about to piece some stuff together like Legos. or
You
something.
heard what I heard.
I'm about to listen. I found some remnants at this store called Ollie's.
Good stuff.
I,
We found
I
some
love.
remnants.
I like
Ollie's.
Ollie's.
Listen, I'm about to piece this stuff together. It's gonna be mismatched
Oh
or
Jesus.
something, right?
No, it will not.
Okay.
It will not.
Moving on.
It ain't
It
gonna
will
cost
not.
me but $50.
No, it costs more than that. But still,
When I get done with it,
35, 40, 45, 50.
all you need is something.
Lord have mercy.
Is you gonna close us out?
He don't need.
Y'all. We good, man. Hey, listen, man. I appreciate y'all. I holla at you.
We out.
We out.
Doot, doot.